Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another live stream. Today is the 30th of March, 3 minutes past 2 p.m. right here in the Netherlands. Today we play, 60 Seconds Reatomized, which is essentially a game where you play, where you have to survive a bomb, not a bomb fall. Well, you do have to survive that by jumping in your bunker, but after you jump in your bunker, the game really begins, because then you have to survive and get rescued if you make it to that point. Anyways, let me share my screen and my face cam. I don't know if I'm on the correct spot right here, but we'll see. Shall we do a little bit of yellow? I don't know, I'm feeling a little bit of yellow. So sure. Okay, new game. I did play this game more often, but we'll just go for the atomic drill. Learn just survival. Experience a one-of-a-kind post-apocalyptic adventure. Survive in your fallout shelter with randomly selected supplies. Perfect. Wait, tutorial 100% approved by the establishment. Perfect your post-apocalyptic skills and unlock fancy rewards in these special challenging adventures. Most achievements disabled. At a full atomic experience, scavenge around your house for supplies and then survive the post-apocalypse in your fallout shelter. And scavenge supplies from your house and make sure that the fallout shelter was well stocked by the end of your run. No survival included. Okay. We'll just play Apocalypse. We'll play as Ted, because if we want to survive, or okay, so you have 4 spots in your inventory to grab shit, and Dolores is 2 spots and Ted is 3 spots. So if you choose that, you just save yourself 1 extra little spot. We'll just play on Fat Man. Explosion time 10 seconds, scavenge time 60 seconds, stocked shelter, some junk, packed suitcase, work briefcase, health issues common, fragile equipment average, unwanted visitors some, trouble often. And this is just, you can see it for yourself. And Tsar Bomba, that's extremely amazing. But we'll just play as Fat Man. Begin adventure. Hey, weird astronaut, welcome to the stream. Let me grab my chat for easier access. Oh, no, never mind. We have to go. Oh yeah, obviously we gotta explore a little, but here's a briefcase and... Okay. Yeah. Just put it in there. Come on, Ted. Walk. Walk with that fat ass of yours. Come on. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, come on. Okay, we have 60 seconds. Ah, fuck. Okay, we have playing cards with us, so we won't go insane. Flashlight, always good. And the survival handbook, or whatever it is. Oh god, we're not doing very good. Dolores. And gun. Come on. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Grab an extra can of soup. Oh no, I want Timmy. I want Timmy with us. Timmy, son, where are you? Come on, son. We have to go. Go! Nearly survived this. God damn it. Okay, welcome to the stream, everyone. Sorry for the loud ass fucking music. Alright, here we are. We don't have the best items, but we definitely have some. We have more optional items than great items. We do have enough soup though, and some water. Yeah. We have the checkerboard, we have the playing cards, we have the flashlight, the Boy Scout book, the briefcase, some ammunition and the gun. And a padlock. Did we pick a padlock? I don't know. I think it was just in here already. But this is, ooh, okay. I see we have another, viewer. Welcome to the stream. But, this is, oh. It would have been perfect if we had a map or like a, gas mask. Radio, perhaps. Radio, gas mask. Two very important things, you know, but we don't have any of them. Okay. Day 1. All of us made it into the shelter, just a second before the blast. That was a close one. As long as we're all together, we can make it work down here. We remember hearing canned soup is healthy for you. Our shelter used to be fully stocked, but somehow we always found a better way to use the stocked supplies instead of leaving them for an emergency. Once we had a soup dinner party, another time we needed a rifle to help our neighborhood watch in a vicious fight against raccoons. Luckily some of the supplies were left untouched. Okay, so we have ammunition and the lock pad. Yeah, those are the things that were still in here. Good thing we grabbed that suitcase. What we found inside will definitely prove useful. Oh, we found those two. Okay, great. Our shelves are full of cans. We'll eat from cans, we'll sleep on cans. We'll even talk to cans. Some of us already do. There's just barely enough water for everyone. We'll have to ration it strictly. This is the best stocked shelter we've ever seen. No, this is not the best stocked shelter you've ever seen. We've never seen another one, but we're sure this is a good amount of supplies. Okay, each 5 days we'll get everyone water. So on day 5 we'll get them water and food. On day 10 we will get them water and food. On day 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50 and so on. You get it! Okay, this is to go outside, but we cannot do that yet. We decided to have some fun today and play a game or two. The first one was picking the game we are going to play. This took us most of the day and we still haven't made up our minds. Great. Okay, let's go. Day number 2. We survived one day, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously it's not that hard to survive one day. We played I Spy and it was pretty fun for the first 3 minutes. After that everyone got bored of the letter W. There isn't much going on with that, no trouble, nothing new. Mary Jane says she's fine and doesn't need anything. Life is hard for all of us right now, but Dolores is in a good mood today. We hope it'll stay this way. Timmy seems okay, as much as he can be in our current situation. Nope. Mary Jane used to be cheerful, but lately she's been feeling a bit down. She clearly misses her music lessons. She keeps humming her favorite classical pieces, imitating the sound of tuba. She said she would die for a chance to play it again, which may very well happen if we let her out of the shelter. If this would help to bring a smile to her weary face, maybe we should consider letting her out for a short walk around the house above. It is the second day the bomb it is the second day after the bomb has dropped. And you already want to go outside? Don't you think that's a little bit of like not smart and just yeah? But overall, fuck Mary Jane. Goodbye. Ooh la la. The thick girl is Mary Jane, by the way. Timmy is yeah, she's now gone. This is Timmy, this is Ted, and this is Dolores. Mary Jane got very excited when we agreed to let her look for a tuba. She said if she can't find the instrument, she'll settle for anything else she can find, like some sheet music. We sure hope the tuba didn't make it. We're pretty sure we prefer radio static or even the sweet sound of silence. Mary Jane went outside. Let's hope she hurries back soon. That is really thirsty. There has to be some water left. Dolores should get it. Some water for Timmy would be nice. Nope. This is dreadful. Silence is becoming boring, and like every happy model family, we don't have that many things to talk about. Is there anything we can do about that? Anything at all? Shit. Okay. Hey, she's back! Huh? Holy shit, Dad. You look... Ooh. Okay. There's nothing here. Maybe if we try really hard we can hear the neighbors in their shelter. Nothing made us happier than the sight of Mary Jane returning to the shelter from the surface. Dad looks like he's got one foot in the grave. He needs to get a drink right now. Dad is really tired. Dolores will not survive without water any longer. Dolores is really tired. Timmy is in terrible shape. We need to give him water now. Timmy is really tired. The contamination of our town is still strong. Scavenging in these conditions could result in radiation sickness. Dad is in no condition to go outside. Wasteland is no match for Mary Jane. Should we start preparing an expedition for tomorrow? Certainly. The trash can is becoming full of empty soup cans, and that unmentionable bucket is overflowing. Both of them are attracting strangely glowing, suspiciously big insects, wildlife. Roaches weren't that big before the war. Were they? Before the war, were they? Well, let's search in the Boy Scout book to learn all about them, right? Day 5. Okay, we're now gonna give them all water and soup. That was close. A nest of those glowing bugs might been more than enough to drive us out into the wastelands. Roaches are the worst, but radioactive roaches, yikes. Getting something to drink for Mary Jane sounds like right idea. Yeah. Everyone just... Oh, by the way, we're now with 4 people. And our rations, like one full bottle or what? Yeah, one full can or bottle is for 4 people, you know? As you can see. Like, now we have full soup and now, yeah. You see? Some of us are keener to go outside than others. Either way, it's time to choose the most able and responsible person for the guests to gather more supplies. What to take outside? Nothing. Oh. We can take a briefcase and then we can take a lot more with us. But I think we're going to... Maybe the Boy Scout book, because the gun we... Nah, maybe the gun. Sure, we'll take the gun. But... the text, which like, we can really have radiation sickness. She's coming back with radiation sickness, I just know so, because usually when you read the text, you know what will happen. So yeah, we kind of just gave her radiation sickness. Whoopsie. But anyways, fuck Mary Jane. Mary Jane went outside. Let's hope she hurries back soon. Equipment, a gun. Ted still hasn't recovered his energy. Ted is no longer thirsty. Dolores complains she still can't get a good night's sleep around here. Dolores is no longer thirsty. Timmy hasn't rested. Timmy is no longer thirsty. Time to ration the supplies. No, it's difficult to keep track of time down here. But at least we remembered it's Timmy's birthday today. He is growing so fast. We should get him something every boy wants for his... Which birthday is this again? The Boy Scout book. As long as we keep it, I think it's fine. Now he can learn about everything, you know? Ooh, he is very curious about it. We don't know if Timmy is ever going to be a Boy Scout after the apocalypse. But the Scout handbook is a deadly spider-killing weapon. In his capable hands, he's having fun. Ted is still tired. A few days of rest is what he needs. Dolores needs more time to rest. She seems exhausted. Timmy has rested. Okay, great. And then a group of people dressed in green pajamas knocking on our hedge is not something that we anticipated. Yet this is exactly what happened. Furthermore, they insisted they are merry men and wish to take from the rich and give to the poor. We're pretty poor, so maybe we could make some new friends. Should we let them in? I mean, what will decide if we are poor or rich? Is it the amount of soup cans we have? Is it the amount of water bottles we have? Is it the overall amount of consume thingies we have to eat and drink? Is it our equipment that we have? Or is it the entertainment that we have? Because we do have entertainment, we do have equipment, and we do have food. So I think we're pretty rich, so we will not let them in. We didn't answer those peculiar calls and kept the door locked until the low battery. Please recharge headset. Door locked until the noises outside faded away. We're not exactly sure we want those people to come back. They sound harmless enough, but can harmless people be trusted in these troubled times? No. They might be worse than those who don't seem harmless at all. Dolores is still tired and can't seem to sleep it off. There's to be some water left. Dolores should get it. Dad has rested. Where's water when Dad needs it? Timmy doesn't need much, but he should drink. Every new smell attacks our noses in this little shelter instantly. There isn't much we can miss. So when a single brick fell out from the wall, revealing a tight opening, our senses were immediately invaded by a terrible stench. We should probably check that hole out and see what the source of that smell is. I think so too. Maybe there could be some supplies behind it, you know, or equipment, something like that. Do we have something? I don't see anything new. Hey, we do have an extra soup of can. That's good. We looked into the hole, fearing something might come at us with claws, fangs, or other mutated and sharp body parts. But nothing happened. Instead, we found a dead rat who was trying to break into a can of tomato soup. He failed miserably, and we have a feeling we'll be luckier than him, so we confiscated it. We gave the rat a proper burial in an empty can. He deserved that much. Dolores yeah, doesn't matter. We can keep sitting on our backsides here in this tiny little bunker, or we can start thinking about getting away as far as possible from this radioactive wastelands. Who would have thought the rats would ruin such a lovely neighborhood? Who could do it on our own? The escaping part, not the ruining part. Of course, however, there might be someone out there who can help us. Let's keep an eye and ears open. We don't have a radio. Shit. And that's the problem that we don't have a radio, because now the military ending is way less likely. But we have a lot of soup cans, so perhaps we can do the cat lady ending. If there is one thing we need to do, it's to use a radio on a regular basis to catch any emergency broadcasts that might be transmitted in our area. It's either that or it's strolling around outside waiting to get picked up. The first option sounds a bit more sane. Nothing made us happier than the sight of Mary Jane returning to the shelter from the surface. Despite his rather calm demeanor, Timmy got into a few fights before the apocalypse. His last victory was beating a kid named Ethan with a stick. Ethan's parents were furious and invited us over to discuss Timmy's behavior, but before we could schedule a meeting, the world went to hell. During our trip, we found their house and knocked on the door, but nobody answered. We decided to go in and investigate. These people were obsessed with tomato soup. We saw many cans in their ruined kitchen. Most of them were damaged and all the tomato goodness has leaked out. But some survived, so we have another 2 soup cans, which is very good. But water is more important. Behind the remains of their kitchen counter, we found some bottled water. It's not our favorite brand, but it will still have to do. So we now also have water, which is very good. For 2 water and 2 cans extra. So much for our rifle. It got damaged during our expedition. We spotted some sort of vehicle just down the street, but we couldn't get a good look at it in the dark. Maybe future expeditions will prove more fruitful. Ted looks like he's got 1 foot in the grave. He needs to get a drink right now. Yeah. It is day 10. So, yeah. We will give everyone soup and water. It looks like the area is still irradiated. Going to the wasteland right now is unsafe, unless you don't mind getting sick. Which Mary Jane now is sick. I don't know. We have both kids, so the kids can go. Ring ring. There we are. Because if the kids die, it doesn't matter. If both parents die, that does matter. One parent has to at least survive, because if we have like 1 kid, 1 parent, the parent dies, then it's the game over. Ring ring, there we are, thinking we should never hear a telephone signal again. When suddenly a phone starts ringing from somewhere outside. We figured it's the phone booth across the street. Should someone go to answer it? Mary Jane, you go. You're already sick, so that doesn't matter. And see, I said like she's going to come back sick. I knew it. And still I sent her to the fucking wasteland. When we answered the phone, we could clearly hear a gasp of relief from this caller. They introduced themselves as survivors from a nearby town of Hill Valley. We had started exchanging information when the call was cut short. Something must have gone wrong on their end. We hope they will get back to us. Yeah. Good. Ration supplies, nope. Who goes outside? You go outside with... Well, I think the Boy Scout book. It is a very valuable thing for us, yes. But we gave it as a gift to Timmy for his birthday. And that's why I think we should give it with him. Because the Boy Scout book will help him for sure. Day 12. Timmy went out to the wasteland. We don't know what we'll do if he doesn't come back. Yeah. Okay. We had the most curious visitors today. One of them was making the sound of a galloping horse, using a pair of rocks and hitting them against each other, while his companion was pretending to ride said horse. They claim to be on a very important quest to seek some magical cup. Only they lost their way in the wasteland. They asked permission to have a quick look at our map to determine their whereabouts. But we don't have a map. That's the problem. We don't have a medkit. And the stupid thing is, if we have a medkit, we can only use it once. And then we have to find a new one, obviously. Day 13. Although we tried to decline politely, the guests were clearly offended. They galloped away, waving their wooden swords and screaming something about cutting down shrubberies. Absolutely crazy. Okay. Ration is day 13. Mary Jane was injured on her last expedition. She didn't mention it to us, and we didn't notice. It wasn't a problem until just now. It seems her injury got infected and she's in a bad shape. We must help her. Chop off! Infection in the arm? Chop off the arm. But no, we don't have anything. I have one thing to say to you. You're gonna die. Probably. Mary Jane will be fine. It's not the first time and it won't be the last time she's sick. She is looking a bit pale today though. While Mary Jane was rummaging through our belongings, she found a single plant seed. We have no idea what kind of seed it is, but maybe it starts of something great. If we're lucky, it might be an apple tree or a cherry tree or something edible. We just need to use a bottle of water to plant it. How about that? Sure. I'm curious as well. Day 15, everyone gets to eat and drink. Timmy is not back yet. This is his 4th day out. Here goes nothing. Soil, seeds, water. We'll see what happens in a few days' time. Let's just hope these seeds don't turn into some useless flower. Mary Jane seems optimistic enough though. Dolores will not survive without any water anymore, I know. It's high time we stopped wondering about what's going on and started asking questions, or at least listen to some reasonable answers. So what about tuning to a radio station and learning a thing or two about the brave new world? We don't have a radio. We have like all the tools, we have like all the entertainment, we have enough food and water. But what we don't have are the essentials to survive. Radio, map, X, and a gas mask. Gas mask is very important at first though. Hey, here's the plant. Grow, little plant, grow. They say ignorance is bliss. Another day without any clue what's going on might not necessarily kill us. Aren't there any drugs we could give Mary Jane? No. Timmy is still not yet. As long as we have food and water we can stay locked in, but we'll have to leave eventually. It would be good to head straight to safety instead of getting ourselves into more trouble, if that's even possible in this situation. Our hope is that our brave soldiers will come to rescue us and take us to some well-hidden, well-stocked government shelter. Timmy had comics about those, so you know they must exist. All we need to do is make contact with the military. Yeah, but we don't have a radio, so we cannot contact the military. I think it's safe to say if Timmy doesn't return by tomorrow, he's dead. If there is one thing we need to do, it's to use a radio on a regular basis to catch any emergency broadcast that might be transmitted in our area. It's either that or strolling around. Yeah. It's but we can't. Last night the whole shelter was woken up by Ted screaming bloody murder. He was terrified, shouting something about tentacled radioactive mutants on top of his face. Turned out it was just Mary Jane stepping on his head in the dark. That took it very personally and demands medical care. What? Timmy is back. Yes, Timmy. Hey, and it's a plant. Ooh, we got a first aid kit and the bug spray. Oh my god, bro. Timmy, you're amazing. Oh god. Mary Jane tried to apologize, but Ted was not having it. He kept lamenting about broken noses and cracked skulls, stumbling around the shelter and gesturing wildly until he tripped over something and fell. Oh hey, a soup can. That discovery calmed Ted right down. +1 soup can. We were so afraid for Timmy, but he came back from the wasteland and is safe with us now. And he brought back his Boy Scout book. Great, he didn't waste it. We set off to an expedition to the nearby zoo. We used to visit on weekends. We're so happy to report that it was a productive supply run as well as educational trip. We saw duck whales, chimpanzees, porcupine, a small army of cat roaches and other majestic creatures that we have emerged among the post-nuclear fauna. Between the East Asian and Australian sections, we found some cute pandaroos. Some had items stashed in their pouches, and they didn't seem to mind us borrowing a few things. The bug spray. Running away from humongous Tarantulopters, we made our escape through the souvenir shop. Most of it was torn to shreds by the bomb, but a few useful things were still lying around, like a medkit. The vehicle down the street looked like some work in progress. We observed it from afar. Who could it be? The owner be? We've kept our distance for the time being, but we may want to take a closer look in the future. This could potentially be our ticket out of here. Okay, so we do have one ending coming to us. Getting something to draw. Yeah, it is day 18. Will we? Because Dad had scars. But will we first aid Dad or will we first aid Mary Jane? I mean, Mary Jane is literally sick. And Dad is like... Yeah, sure he's hurt, but his things can still... His wounds can heal. And Mary Jane can also heal, I guess, but like, that's a bit harder. Also, because you've been out for so long, we're going to give you soup and water. And then on day 20 you will also get soup and water. We're not certain about the situation on the surface. A trip could be risky, but we could really use the supplies. Mary Jane goes outside. Yeah. Mary Jane has been awful silent today. This is very unlike her. Should we try talking to her? Sure. As long as it doesn't end up in discussion. Oh, my camera is perfectly focused again. Camera, please focus. Sometimes if we do this, it will autofocus. We'll just close it. And reopen it. Fuck those lights. Fuck those lights. Oh wait, I can also do this. And then it will focus. Right? Focus! Come on! Jesus! Fucking... Is it focused now? It is a bit more focused, I guess. Whatever. Hey, there we are. It is now better focused, right? I don't know. Anyways, yeah. Nothing solves problems better than an honest conversation over a hot beverage. We don't have the latter, but talking alone seems to do the trick. Is there anything we can be done about Ted's injuries? No. No. It's day 19 and you're going outside and you're taking with you Boy Scout book too? Sure. I have a feeling we might need it soon, but we'll see. Day 20. Mary Jane went outside. Let's hope she hurries back soon. Attack. Yeah. This morning we were surprised to find a letter on our doorstep. It was not signed and it contained a location and time for a meeting tonight. And a few sentences. It said things like, we're friendly, come unarmed, send one person. We have no idea who could have sent that, but we're guessing this is our chance to find out. Are we sending someone? Timmy could go. Day 21. Oh, it's a piranha. Feed you. Oh, fuck. It's true, it's all true. There really are others just like us. We arrived at the rendezvous point unarmed, and on time. And we were greeted by a friendly-looking group of survivors. They are being led by twins, a brother, a sister, who seemed to be friendly enough. They asked us some questions and promised to stay in touch. Is there anything that can be done about that? No. This is going to be the brother and sister ending. Yeah, that's the ending I got most, I think. A tickling sensation woke us up. The roars got us out of bed. Turns out Mary Jane's plant is some sort of plant monster, and it's out for blood, brains, or whatever it chooses. We need to do something. Or don't do anything. Like, what is it gonna do? Eat our children? Yeah, probably. I don't want to waste my box thing on it though. What's this? Oh. Acquire the radio to make further contact. Await further instructions from the friendly wastelander. This is our vehicle. Don't do anything. Uh-oh. Who is that? Knock, 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 knock. Knock, knock, knocking. Oh, see? It is just gone. Oh, and it ate our food, probably. There was nothing we could use to fight that damn plant. We're lucky it didn't eat us alive, but it did steal some of our food. In what reality does a plant eat a tomato soup can? Is that even a world worth living thing? -2 soup. Shit. Does not really matter because we are rich in soup. If there's one sure way to get our attention, it's definitely banging on our shelter door. Whoever it is, they're quite persistent. They've been at our door the past 5 minutes. Should we open? I mean, with this you literally don't know. So let's just open. Let's play a little risky, ladies and gentlemen. No raid? Good. It turned out it was a nice mysterious fellow in a weird suit. He gave us some soup cans. This will help us survive the next couple of days. Plus 2 soup cans. And we still have our bug spray shit. Opening that hatch was a bit risky. It seems it gave us some awful sickness. That coughing is driving us crazy. Ooh, shit. Nope. If I don't read the text, we already read it. If there's one thing we need to do is to use a radio. Ha, guess what? We already got ourselves our very own Fallout garden. We've got a bunch of mushrooms growing on one of the walls. They're big enough to be eaten. How about that? Should we prepare a mushroom feast today? Sure. He's sick. Heat. Those were delicious. Our only concern is that they were glowing in the dark, and now we are too for that matter. Oops. That looks like, yeah. During the night we heard some suspicious sounds coming from behind our door. We peeked out in the morning. We saw a leather suitcase. It has no address or name on it, but we're pretty sure it's meant for us. Should we open it? Hopefully there's water in it, because we really do need water. We need to take all the risks we can to get water. It was a bomb. Mary Jane brought back some water. Mary Jane brought back the Boy Scout book. And Mary Jane... Oh god, she's also sick. No! Inside the suitcase we found some soup. But yuck, it's expired a long time ago. We're not feeling very well. Some of us spent the whole morning using the bucket in the corner. We're not accepting anonymous gifts ever again, we will. Nothing made us happier than the sight of Mary Jane returning to the shelter from the surface. Who would have thought wooden furniture could be so durable? In the ruins of one of the town's buildings we saw a desk and several bookshelves. We soon realized these are the remains of the local public library, so we went between the rubble to investigate. Under the librarian's table we found a lunchbox and some food in it. We wonder what could have possibly prevented her from eating her lunch. The collapsed ceiling might have taken her appetite away. +1 soup. Under the debris we found some water bottles. They're a bit dusty, but the liquid inside looks clean enough. +2 bottles. Great. Timmy is looking very pale. Not good. Ted became affected and it took Ted's life. Shit. Dolores is no longer thirsty. Dolores got ill. Yeah. We really desperately have to search for a supply box now, because if Dolores dies, this challenge will be directly over. Day 26, though, you will... no, you were out, right? Yeah. Timmy, you're going outside, man. A sleazy looking trader carrying an equally scruffy bag on his shoulder paid us a visit. He offered us a simple one-time deal. For just one can of soup we can get the bag and all of its contents. We can't see what's inside, and the trader gives us angry glances every time we take a step towards the mysterious bag. Should we make the deal? Yeah, sure. We have enough soup. Oh god. Meow. This is gonna cost us a lot of soup. As soon as the door is closed behind the trader, the bag started to violently shake, emitting screeching hellish sounds. Terrified, we backed up against the walls when the beast finally escaped. It turned out to be just an angry house cat. The feline gave us a menacing look and promptly sat down in the corner to clean itself. Its collar says Sherkov. Is that its name? Mary Jane died, could use a little food. Yeah. Door, yeah. It's everything alright. Send out the shit. We had to send you out with something. Shit. Whatever. We didn't have much anyways. Then we went out to the wasteland. We don't know what we'll do if he doesn't come back. Yeah, I don't know. Our previous expeditions reported a strange vehicle nearby, and the last trip to the surface confirmed this discovery. It's an armored and weaponized tank. No wheels, no gas, just wasting away out there. How about we turn it into an art project? Use a briefcase. I think that's better. Art in the current era should be practical. We picked up different objects that best represented wasteland life, and in the end, the suitcase was filled with skulls, bones, stinky rags, and empty soup cans. This vehicle sure looks menacing with these decorations. The suitcase got all nasty from the skeletons and whatnot, so we got rid of it. Shit. We can't just sit down here. Yeah. Day 29. If there's anyone, yeah. Very gently knocking. If there's one thing we need to do is to use an radio on regular basis. The siblings have visited us today. They told us they're searching the town for a safe place that would do well as a possible camp. So their group has been living in a tent, but they're picking up more wastelanders every day and simply don't have enough space. They mentioned that a map of their neighborhood could be very helpful in their situation, but we don't have any map. The Loras don't die. Sadly, we couldn't help our friends this time. They were a bit disappointed, but accepted our decision. We wished them luck and they left to continue their search. Sharkov sure can take care of itself, but we can't help but wonder how much of a self-made cat it is. It just so happens that we found an address on its collar. It's unlikely that its owner is still alive, and trip to the wasteland is always risky. Should we go outside and check that address? Yes, because we can gain additional things. Resources. Before we reached the end of our street, we were stopped by two men wearing dark coats and stylish hats. They rushed towards the cat to pick him up, saying they'd been looking for him for a while now. Supposedly Sharkov belongs to an old lady who's rather fond of it and misses the little guy dearly. We shrugged and went back to our shelter. The cat didn't seem to care, so why should we? Good thing we didn't get too attached to it the last few days. Yeah, that's good, I guess. Today we've met a bunch of people dressed in what looked like Halloween doctor outfits. They claim to be a field hospital, moving from place to place and attempting to help those hurt by the hazards of the wastelands. Their problem is some of their supplies got eaten by something that looked like a Sasquatch. They're asking us if we have any spare hydrogen peroxide. We should not do it, but I will still do it. Ooh, now it's decorated. Oh my god. Okay, not the smartest choice, but hopefully he will give us a medkit. No shit. Hopefully they will come back with medkit. We asked them for their doctor's license, but all of them claimed they left them in another pair of trousers. We didn't dare ask if it was just the one pair. We gave them a water bottle and wished them a good journey and better luck with trousers. Oh god. A coded note was left on our doorstep. It's all symbols and numbers. Some sort of cipher. That will need to be cracked before we can read the letter. The Lord seems eager for this challenge. However, it's hard to tell how long this could take her, and it could prove to be a waste of her time. Should she keep herself busy with it? Yeah. It's always good to discover something. Especially when you're bored. Dolores instantly sat down with the code and started working on it with a purpose. She looks very confused. Let's hope this note is worth staying up all night. Dolores looks very tired already. When conducting our daily supply count, we've noticed that a soup can was missing. We're absolutely sure it was just yesterday that can only mean we're absolutely sure it was just yesterday. That can only mean one thing. We have a soup thief among us. Now I just need to figure out who the culprit is. 35 and Sharkov is back. When confronted, Mary Jane furiously screamed. It's the last time she'd tried to do anything nice for us and threw a still full soup can at the wall, spilling the contents. When analyzing the remains, we found that can be elegantly wrapped using a piece of string with a nice ribbon on top. It was supposed to be a Thanksgiving gift for us. We felt pretty guilty, so naturally we proceeded not to apologize to Mary Jane at all, and instead start arguing and shouting at each other until exhaustion. Problem solved. To our surprise, we found Sherikov back in our shelter this morning. We're not exactly sure why or how it came back. Is it our good care it appreciates, our kind heart's optimism, or just our stockpile of soup cans? Only time will tell. Timmy should have returned by now. We need to face the worst possible scenario. He might not be coming back. Day 35. Goodbye, Mary Jane. Curiosity almost killed the cat. Sherikov found a tiny wire sticking out from the ceiling and pulled it out. Flash and debris fell on our table, topped off with a big meowing fur ball. What is that thing anyway? Nobody remembers it being there before. The cat might get angry if we take away the wire, so maybe it's best to leave it be. Or should we examine that wire? Examine it. We followed the wire outside and a half-burned-out truck with two surprised gentlemen inside, surrounded by an array of blinking bulbs. That one space tech right there, where they listen in on us in our very own shelter. Their feeble excuse about a roadside picnic didn't convince us. Even Timmy knows you can't have picnics here, and the car had no wheels. Dolores is still quite ill. Dolores complains she still can't get a good night's sleep around here. Dolores is no longer thirsty. When Mary Jane found out she is not getting a single drop of water, she got furious. She stormed out into the wasteland, shouting over her shoulder that we'll regret this, and that she's getting her water one way or another. We are seriously terrified now. Yeah, okay, so, yeah. Shit. That, we can't just sit around while Dolores is so sick. Dolores complains she still can't get a good night's sleep around here. These are... maybe some extra soup will help. It's yeah. These are dire circumstances. We found ourselves in supplies are running low. And if we don't take care of ourselves, nobody else will. We know for a fact that one of our neighbors had a shelter with a broken trapdoor. And there might be some supplies inside, of course. There's a chance the neighbor and her kids managed to get there in time, but we could really use whatever they have. And we're stronger. Should we pay them a visit? Yep. Show yourself. The dark side. Oh god. 4 soup! Which... yeah, we can't do anything with. We are now richer in some supplies, but for some reason we don't feel very good about it. Let's just never mention this whole thing again. Yeah. Go eat soup, you girl. The state of the wasteland, yeah. It's really weird when you get the feeling that something is watching you. Our shelter is tiny, but this has been bugging us for a while now. We checked all the closets and no one's hiding there. Is there something alive down here besides us? Maybe a rodent of some kind? If so, we need to show it that we are in the dominant species in this little paradise of ours. We don't have anything. We have gentle nugs. As we were running around looking for something to smash that fury rodent with, it was just disappeared, so did one of our food cans. The question is, how did the devil fit it through one of those little holes? We can't just sit around while Dolores is so sick. Yeah. Dolores says she can handle herself, but we're not sure. The agents who were spying on us are now at the door and want to explain themselves. Should we hear them out? Sure. Day 40. They briefly waved some sort of ID cards in front of our faces and told us they're on a top secret government mission. A wiretap wasn't to spy on us, but rather on the cat. It's suspected of being a Soviet agent. They're willing to let us into their super top secret government safe house if we help them with some of their top secret missions. They assured us that they'd contact us again with more details. The lures will not survive. Yeah, I know. Boy Scout book best, I swear. 2, 3, 4, 5. She's back? Nope. That's disappointing. Thank you for the like though, and welcome to the stream. Dolores is on her way to the surface. Let's hope she'll make it back safe and sound. It was supposed to be an easy supply run. Unfortunately, that's not what happened. Dolores never returned. The locked shelter will forever hold its secrets, and at least until someone with a hacksaw and lots of patience comes along. We didn't make it. These are our final words, and our advice to anyone who reads this is obscured writing. We survived for 45 days. Yeah. Save Tuba. You can read this for yourself. I will keep it on for like 3 seconds so you can pause the stream or a video whenever you watch this. And yep. Unfortunately, we perished. It happens. We cannot do anything about it. Water consumed, soup consumed, yeah. Yes, decisions 12, no decisions 1. Items brought from expeditions 9. Times defended your shelter 0. No, we didn't have any attackers. Which was fortunate. Bad smell, toxic fog. Just put on a false gas mask, yeah. But now it has better shit, yay. We'll do another one. Apocalypse. Tsar Bomba? Tsar Bomba? Yeah, sure. Why not? I will play a stat again. Essence of life. Basis of survival. Water. Okay, grab things close by, you know? Oh shit, we start over there. Oh god. We want this. We want this. Just drop it in. We want Tuba Girl. We want ammunition. We want a lot of soup. And water, obviously. Where's Dolores, our beautiful wife? There. Don't grab things too far away from the thing. Don't go back to things. Ah, shit. That wasted a lot of time. Grab another soup. I'm walking into this. Yeah. I want this. I want this. And another water is nice. Please. Woohoo! Okay, that's a successful Tsar Bomba survival shelter, I think. Right? Okay, let's go. Oh. Okay, now I'm really curious because what we got. I think we got a pretty fair amount of things. We got at least everyone. Day 1. We got the radio. We got the Boy Scout. We got 4 bottles of water and 5 cans of food. We got ammunition. We got a rifle and we got the bug spray. We got the cards and checkers. So we also have leisure. Huh? I didn't grab the medic box. I thought oh no, shit. I didn't have place for it. And I forgot to come back. Yeah. It's a fair thing. All of us made it into the shelter just a second before the blast. That was a close one. As long as we're all together, we can make it work down here. We remember hearing canned soup is healthy for you. Our shelves are full of cans. We'll eat from cans. We'll sleep on cans. We'll even talk to cans. Some of us already do. There's just barely enough water for everyone. We will have to ration it strictly. Nah. We've never seen another one. Yeah. No. We've been busy since we got to the shelter, but there's still much to be done, like trimming that shrubbery in our yard. That's definitely something we want to do when we get out of here. Okay, and we also don't have the gas mask, but we do now have the radio, so we have one survival essential, you know? That's the most important part. Planning far ahead is usually a good strategy, but for now we should be more interested in our plan for water rationing. Mary Jane insists she doesn't feel complete without her musical instruments. If she hit it well, maybe her tuba is still safe somewhere in the ruins of our house. A reminder of her hobbies and what life used to be might cheer her up a bit and make this situation easier for her. Should we let her? No. No, we won't. This time? Okay, strategy for this time. We want to play it a little more safe than we just did. Yeah, we'll really try to keep everyone alive this time. Play safe, try to keep people alive and just, yeah, live here, you know? Risking your own life for a tuba? Madness. If it was a guitar or at least trumpet, but a tuba? Playing the tuba won't put soup on the table. Mary Jane isn't happy, but she needs to realize how pointless this idea was. Okay, hard. Time duration? No, it's day 3. The contamination of our town is still strong. Scavenging in these conditions could result in radiation sickness. And that's exactly why we will not send anyone away. The boredom and silence are overwhelming. Too bad we don't have a TV to keep us occupied. Well, maybe we could take advantage of some of our supplies and pretend they're props on a movie set. Yeah, we don't have anything, sorry. But we do have checkers and cards, so you can entertain yourself with that. Right? Right. Dad and Mary Jane seemed let down, but we have more important things to do than playing theater right now. That's certainly true. The contamination of our town is still strong. We woke up today feeling uncomfortable. It was like someone or something was watching us. We could have sworn we noticed movement in the shadows. If anything besides us is alive in the bunker, it's time to teach it who is boss around here. Yes, because otherwise we'll lose food again. Which we can lose food, but not smart. Day 5. And the thing is still active. Good. Okay, whatever it was, it's dead now. Quite dead. Maybe there's more hiding somewhere in one of those nasty little holes. Okay, now it's time for everyone to get soup. It looks like the area is still irradiated. Going to the wasteland right now is unsafe. This is a joyful time in a sea of grief. It's Timmy's birthday today, and just like last year, we waited until the last moment to get him a present, but this time our options are limited to whatever we can find in a shelter. What's he getting this year? We'll give him the checkers board now. I think he'll appreciate being able to play checkers. When we were taking cover in the shelter, we barely had time to grab anything, so the checkers set is missing half its pieces. It seems you can still play with the one half, since Timmy has been enjoying himself. Yeah. The contamination of our town is still strong. Scavenging in these conditions could result in radiation sickness. We felt that we should do something about our interior decoration. The feng shui is really off in our fallout shelter. While we were moving our things around, we found a secret door. What's behind it? There's only one way to find out. Rifle? Do we use a rifle for that? I guess. We don't have our flashlight right now, which kinda is annoying, can't lie. Whoops. Oh. I am reacting to Snapchat. Oh, I thought I had a snap, but I didn't. Okay. Then not, I guess. We still have the gun. We figured out the best way to be sure nothing and no one jumps us inside the mysterious room was to bash the door open and start firing. When the smoke was gone, we were able to assess our operations. The room was empty. We hit nothing but the walls, and we barely dodged one ricochet gone bad. This morning has been calm enough for the... yeah, okay. Like the good scout, yeah. The contamination of our town is still strong. Ted and Mary Jane have been butting heads lately. Today, they got into an argument about movie characters. Specifically, who would win in a ultimate battle, Peter Pan or an army mutated cockroaches? It's a tricky one for sure, and the debate is heated. Who will come out on top? Mutated cockroaches. Dead. Which will obviously make her... Hey, I see we have a second like, thank you. Which will obviously make her crazy. Mary Jane was so confident about her case, she said she would bet a full soup of can on it. In the end, Dad's arguments were just stronger and Mary Jane was begrudgingly handed him a can. We're not sure whether to be grateful for it or angry that she was hiding it all along. Yeah, exactly, I was about to say, yeah, fat piece, motherfucker. If there's one thing, yeah. Our neighborhood is still highly radioactive. Trips to the surface are a big risk to our health right now. It's been a while. We don't know much about what's happening on the surface. If we only had a chance to tune in to some emergency radio broadcast and learn a thing or two. Let's listen. We have a caller. We were able to get a weak signal and tap into the government's emergency announcement service. And guess what? Great news! The fallout outside is mostly gone. It should be much safer now to travel on the surface now. Okay, good. That means in terrible shapes. What are now? No, they don't. Okay, here you go. We're not certain about the situation on the surface. The trip could be risky, but we could really use supplies. Yes, certainly true. We should go outside. Oh, ring ring, there we are, thinking we would never hear a telephone signal again, when suddenly a phone starts ringing from somewhere outside. We figured it's the phone booth across the street. Should someone go and answer it? Mary Jane, you do it. Okay. When we answered the phone, we could clearly hear a gasp of relief from the caller. They introduced themselves as survivors from a nearby town of Hill Valley. We had started exchanging information when The call was cut short. Something must have gone wrong on their end. We hope they will get back to us. Everyone gets soup and water. You are going outside with the Boy Scout book. So hopefully you will get extra supplies for us. Right? That's at least something we hope for. Mary Jane went outside. Let's hope she comes back soon. What was that? Did radio static just stop for a moment? Let's try tuning into the signal. It broke. Shit. Oh damn it, something blew up inside the radio and we wrenched and the wretched thing caught fire. We were able to put it out, but it doesn't work anymore. When conducting our daily supply count, we've noticed that a soup can was missing. It's been Ted. Fat bastard. Ted admitted to hiding the can. Good thing he didn't find the time to eat it all. He put the soup back on the shelf and soaked in the corner. You stay there, Ted. We can keep sitting in our yeah. We don't have a radio anymore. That's the problem. That's the entirety of the problem right now, right here. So yeah. If there's one thing we need to do is it's to use a radio. Yeah. Our ammunition is missing. There's no way it was stolen, so it has to be here somewhere. We have to find it. Shit. We don't have a flashlight. In the last time we had a flashlight, we didn't even use it once, and now we could have used it already 2 times. It was too dark to find those tiny bullets without a flashlight. They aren't lost technically. They're still in the shelter technically. Timmy is bored out of his mind, and he won't leave that alone. First he wants to play tag, now he wants to play hide and seek. We are both in which are both terrible ideas for a small shelter like this. Dad is in a bad mood and just wants to be left alone, but Timmy isn't giving up. How about charades? Always good to play charades. Don't know how to play it, don't know what it exactly is, but I heard it in Fallout 4. This really wasn't the best matchup. One moment Ted and Timmy were calmly ridden down rails, the next they were screaming at each other, accusing the other of cheating. How do you even cheat at this game? Hey, welcome back, French Yoshi. Very good to see you. And welcome back. Been some time, right? I think. Day 16, fine. What's the glowing in your pocket, Timmy? Oh no, mutated ants! They're terrifying little mandibles. Almost gave Dolores a heart attack. She wants them out, but Timmy says it's the beginning of an atomic ant farm. One of them has to have their way, but who? You start your atomic ant farm. I just want to know what happens. How's it going, by the way? How's it going? Ooh, Mary Jane came back. She... Ooh, medkit, gas mask, and then fire axe. Holy shit, Mary Jane. You're the best. And you brought back the Boy Scout book too. Timmy is allowed to keep his atomic ant farm to the detriment of our supply stash. The little mutant scattered, devoured the whole can of soup, and escaped under the cover of night. Shit. We're relieved they could have eaten us. They could have eaten us instead. Nothing made us happier than the sight of Mary Jane returning to the shelter from the surface. We found our way to the nearby hospital, which, despite heavy structural damage, is still standing. The site wasn't pretty though. What used to be inside the hospital is now all over the place. Whatever survived the blast wave anyway. The canteen had a respectable supply of tomato soup. It looks like this was the only thing they fed their patients. Now we're 100% sure it's healthy. There's still plenty of bottles of liquid in one of those wards, peroxide or not. Water is water and beggars can't be choosers. So we got 1 soup and 2 drink. Nice. It wasn't hard to find a fully equipped first aid kit. It's a hospital after all. Great. One of the surviving hospital beds had a gas mask hanging on it, along with a note that read, "Wear this. Patients smell really bad." One of the dead patients had an axe sticking out of his back. According to his chart, he was feeling perfectly fine before the atomic blast. We decided he probably no longer needs that axe. Holy shit. You definitely earned yourself some soup and some water. Sorry. Answer goaded Timmy forever. Exactly. Why is there only food and water instead of medkits? Oh, never mind. The patients must be a Discord moderator. It seems awfully quiet outside. Maybe it's safe, maybe it's not. We don't know until we go out. Actually, she brought back the medkit, so she has all the reason to use it, right? I think. We're not big fans of our strange smelling shelter, but when we started to smell something burning, we quickly realized how much we prefer the "nothing is on fire" scent it had before. A fire! We need to put it out and save our supplies. We don't have time to save. Oh, what do we save? We can only save one thing. Because, oh wait. So if we don't use this one, we can... Oh, so we... Smart. The patient must be... yeah. Read it 2 times. Right. Professional YouTuber, by the way. Okay, fire stains. Oops. God damn. But hey, at least Mary Jane is great again. That was close. We were able to put out the fire and nothing seems to be damaged. At least not very badly. Let's just hope this doesn't happen again, or we might need to call the firemen. Are there even any firemen left? Probably not. And how do you want to call them? Timmy doesn't... Yep. What are the nutrition facts on the soup? I don't know. Probably just healthy. It's day 18. No one gets to eat. We're not certain about the situation on the services trip. Could be risky, but hey, didn't we do the... Oops. Mary Jane has been caught sneaking out under the cover of night. Dolores was furious when Mary Jane revealed she was going to go on a date with someone. Bandit boy. She met him during an expedition. Mary Jane asked for a chance to contact her date via written note to apologize for not showing up. Should we be allowed to do that? Should she be allowed to do that? I guess so. Sure. Right? I don't know. My camera is nicely focused again, by the way. Great. Yeah. After hours of tears, begging, pleading, and some more tears, Dolores caved. Mary Jane wrote a note to the bandit boy, drew some hearts with tomato soup, and left to drop it off. She came back angry and disappointed. Apparently the boy was eaten by a mutant raccoon while waiting for her the other night. Mary Jane said it was for the best. He was clearly better raccoon fodder than boyfriend material. Okay, day 19. Enough sitting around. It's time to visit the surface and look for some additional supplies. Maybe something survived the blast. Maybe someone is still alive. Let's find out. Boy Scout book. He wants to be a Boy Scout, so he's going to be a Boy Scout. She's crazy. Timmy went out of the wasteland. We don't know what we'll do if he doesn't come back. How the fuck did they draw on the wall? There are no crayons in this bunker. You might have a point right there. Yeah, that's a good question. Some things just appear sometimes. We can keep. Yeah, we don't have a radio anymore. Well, we do have a radio, but it doesn't work. If there's one thing we need to do is, yeah. Remember that time Mary Jane went out to scavenge supplies? When she got back, she had a wound on her forearm. Nothing serious, she claimed, but it looks like something had bitten her. Now that injury is looking much worse. We fear it may be infected. We have to clean it up. Timmy is a chat. He literally summoned crayons. Yep. And, now our hand is missing. Oh, no, it's not. Gentle knocking. Mary Jane got the wrong idea when we brandished the axe. She tried to limp out of the bunker. Fortunately, she was too slow. And we were able to explain our intentions before she ran off. Heating the axe blade allowed us to clean the wound and stop it from festering. Oh, I also thought, ka-ching. Now it's up to her immune system to fight off the infection. We had to break our axe to do it, but she's looking better today. So we are hopeful it was worth it. Also, yeah. Today we found a letter from what seems to be another survivor. They claim they mean us no harm and they want us to get to know us better. They're asking to choose one person to represent us and to come to a meeting tonight. Unarmed. We're a bit worried, but yeah, sure. If Timmy dies, I'm what? No, yeah. What? We don't have that many subscribers. I can't lose any. The meeting was organized by twin siblings. Yep. We already read this. Day 23. A young singer approached our shelter this morning, encumbered by two different guitars, a big backpack and a weird contraption, holding up a harmonica in front of his face. He asked for some supplies in exchange for a folk song or two. Do you want to share? Crazy. Timmy will come back with super eyes. Always follow the twin route. For some reason they help you survive. Yeah, it do be like that though. Like, if you just go with the flow overall, I think 60% of the time you will get the twin ending. Hey, we got a radio! Woohoo! His song brought tears to our eyes. With good talented Americans like that, hopefully the times are changing for the better. Soon the sound of his guitar kept blowing in the wind towards us as he walks away. Our love for his music moved him so much he even gifted us a working radio. Now you know you're doing something good. We were discussing our plans for our first meal that we didn't feature tomato soup. When we heard the yells outside, we discovered they came from a small group of wrecked survivors. They were a sorry sight, and we weren't surprised when they requested aid. They asked us to provide anything we could: water, food, or medical supplies. Water. And now we will not be gifting anything anymore, because now we can only survive 10 more days. Oh, and we have a map from them. We've never seen anyone so touched by a simple gift. A minute later, those poor people were hugging us like there was no tomorrow. Quite possible, actually. And thanking us for the gesture. They were eager to repay us, and one of their group offered us a map of the local area. They claimed it helped them get here, so it brought luck upon whoever used it. We promise we will give it a try and wish them a safe journey. You should probably give everyone food and water, cause I think they gonna die. Yeah. Always on day 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, and so on. Each day with a 5 or a new. Yeah, you get what I mean. Also, wait for instructions. Also, last night the whole shelter was woken up by Ted screaming bloody murder. Yeah, we don't have a medkit anymore. We use that on Mary Jane. Whoopsie. Hey, he returned, so you're not unsubscribing! That took him a long time, by the way. He brought back 2 water, I think. 2 water and a padlock. Also very good. Yeah. That and Mary Jane refused to apologize and move on. And instead went straight into a state of paranoia. He seemed to think Mary Jane had it out for him, while Mary Jane claimed it was Ted. It was Ted's face that hit her foot and not the other way around. Looks like both of them will sleep with one eye open tonight. We were so afraid for Timmy, but he came back from the wasteland and is safe with us now. We went on a trip to the more specific place this time, a local museum on Tranquility Lane. Several rooms and a corridor wall decorated with some chart paintings. They'd survived the blast. The whole place doesn't even look that bad. It's almost like a modern art exhibit. In front of the museum canteen we found a box with some water bottles in it. It was probably left there by some delivery company. That delivery company is probably out of business now. Our guess is that it was blown out of the market, plus 2 water bottles. The gift shaft was in a sorry state while it's still standing. The whole place was flooded with souvenirs and junk, or both. Sometimes it's hard. By the way, he broke the Boy Scout book. Shit. To tell the difference, the only useful thing we found was a padlock that was securing the safe behind the counter. The safe itself was empty, of course. That scout handbook was really useful. Too bad we lost it during the expedition. It might sound paranoid, but we think someone followed us. Just hope this doesn't happen again. Ugh. You get this. If he still dies, I'm still unsubscribing. No! Why? you can't make up the rules. Mary Jane is feeling excellent. Great. We're not certain about the situation on the surface. The trip could be risky, but Mary Jane is feeling great. We got a visit today from a person with physical mutation. He managed to grow several extra fully operational hands. He shared the story of his group with us. People with other deformities who, despite the circumstance, remain friendly and struggle to gather supplies wherever they go. People just shoo them away in fear of getting sick. He promises that if we give him some supplies, his group will help us get rid of bandits next time they bother us. Okay, great. I mean, I give him 1 water bottle because our supply might be low, but our food supply is even lower. So, I mean, overall, just, yeah, just be kind, you know. Whatever it was, pity or just fear of bandits, we're not sure. But in the end, we agreed to his terms. We will be calmer knowing that someone else is looking out for us, especially someone with so many arms. We need to make a choice for today's expedition. Which of, yeah, Mary Jane with, I say rifle. Padlock we can use. Gas mask not really needed anymore. It's day 28 right now, so you know. Rifle I think is the best use we have. Otherwise I would have sent her with the book. Ration supplies, no. Timmy claimed he couldn't sleep last night due to Ted's loud, incessant snoring. Ted angrily retaliated by making gibs about the size of Timmy's ears. Oh. Which enraged Timmy even more. He's desperate for a solution. What can be done about this? Play checkers. Or play... No, I don't have a suitcase. That's sucks. Timmy is eventually settled for jamming checkers. Yeah, see? Checker pieces into his ears. Settled for jamming checker pieces into his ears. Okay, also an interesting choice. Not what the doctor would order, but it did the trick. He slept well, although one of the pieces is missing this morning. Is it still stuck in his ear? Or more importantly, can we still play checkers without it? Oh, God. Oops. If there's anyone who can rescue us from this hellish situation, it's the government, yeah. Or we might just do the, army ending. We knew it, the government has not fallen and they're coming to save us. They didn't give exact dates in their radio transmission, but we're sure they won't keep us waiting long. You know what this reminds me of, actually? This reminds me of Days Gone, you know, with the government wanting to save people, but also Nero just fucking it up. Just fucking them being selfish as fuck, but still doing shit for the others, which is not the case, obviously. Kill the damn fly, can we? They said they will be in touch in a couple of days and told us, yeah. Timmy's is in terrible shape. 30. Oh god. Goodbye food supply. Carrying one-time deal. No, I don't want Sherikov. I cannot have Sherikov. Where's the fly? And can we kill it? Can we click on it? 0.5. Mary Jane, you better return soon before day 35, because otherwise people are going to die. Shit. Our grandparents always told us to never buy anything sight unseen, and we're not about to start now. Gone are the times of yard sales. We can manage without whether junk is in that mysterious bag. I don't think Mary Jane's gonna come back. She has a gun. We decided to peek outside for just a minute to see if the store around the corner was still standing. When we were about to step out, we heard a growl in the darkness, and a pair of very ferocious eyes appeared a few feet away. We only had moments to decide what to do. Bug spray. Plot twist, Timmy nukes his family because he wanted the new Xbox and Red wouldn't buy it for him. Dolores. Or Ted, yeah, Ted wouldn't buy it for him. Yeah. For real though. That's Mary Jane. Fair exchange. What did she bring back? No, fuck off. Did you only bring water? Fuck you, Mary Jane! Insect killing spray can wipe out any mutated mosquito, as well as creatures lurking in the shadows. It didn't bother us again. Nothing made us happier than the sight of Mary Jane returning to the shelter from the surface, but what she brought back was fucking annoying. And indeed she kept the gun, finally. Before our expedition could get anywhere, we ran into a group of freaky people dressed like wizards. They were eager to trade some of their supplies for a few items. It sounded like a fair deal, so we invited them. They were really ecstatic about purchasing a pair of old socks, which had been lying in the corner of some time now, living their own life. The wizards got them in exchange for a few bottles of water. One of them placed the socks on their ears and started to dance. We believe that our expedition to the wasteland must have been followed by strangers. We should be more cautious next time. Mary Jane is quite hungry. Yeah, you are hungry. And you have all the rice, full soup, and water. We have to. We have to. Well, actually, she nearly dies, eh? And what are the chances we're going to find a medkit? Like, day 35, we won't have enough soup for everyone. We'll have soup for 2 people. And in 3 days, well, day 33, we have prepped a new thing. And before day 35, no one's coming back. So I think we're going to send Timmy out on day 33. Then Dolores and Ted can eat, and she will just... Well, we will give her water at least, because water is the most important, but still... The siblings kept their word and visited us again with a request. Seeing as they are slowly running out of space in their tent, their group is attempting to build a small camp for themselves. They already gathered some resources, but they need some help to... someone to help them chop wood for build houses. Jesus. No, we don't have an axe anymore. We're gonna have to munch on the bottle caps. Yep. Probably. We hope they can manage without us. Building a cozy camp seems like a nice idea, and we wish the group well. Aren't there any drugs we could give Mary Jane? Nope. Ration supplies? Nope. You're going outside, and you're bringing with you the gun. Timmy went outside. Yep. Take a good look up there, kids, points at the sun. We ain't going up there. We're going back to hell. God damn. We were admiring the radioactive landscape when we saw a young woman dressed in ragged camo clothing. She had a nasty looking rifle, but she hailed us in a polite enough manner. She claims to be a hunter, tracking a big mutated spider. She ran out of ammo and told us that if we were to help her out, she would pay us back in a while. No, you need to pay us back now, and we don't have ammo, sorry. Our children shall grow hungry. Oh god. An armed person who murders things for a living, giant mutated spiders in our neighborhood. We don't want to have anything to do with this stuff. Goodbye, lady. Goodbye, Mary Jane. It has been nice knowing you. Mary Jane didn't utter in a single word today. This is very odd. Maybe someone should find out what's going on with her. Sure. Never hurtful to communicate, right? Nothing solves problems better than the most conversation over a hot beverage. We don't... Yeah. We don't have any soup anymore. We stumbled upon... Okay, wait. Is anyone no longer thirsty? Okay, that's good. She's going through her face. We stumbled upon a weird signal when changing radio frequencies. We're pretty sure that behind layers of terrible static and screams we could hear a voice. A voice speaking in a foreign language. Oh dear. What if it's the Soviets? We should probably listen to it. But what about the children? Whatever. They have to live in this reality now, right? Come on. Oh god. We were relieved at first when we figured out it wasn't the Soviets we heard. Turned out it was Canadians. Which isn't that much better. Either way, they're foreigners, and we couldn't understand what they were saying. Not a word. How disappointing. Shit. Can't Red and Ted and Dolores just make more children? Screw them. We can just make more. Stare was enough to kill. She left without a word, but we knew she would probably become a highway woman and get all the food cans we would ever need. Fuck that bitch. Timmy, you better fucking come back before day 40, because otherwise they are... Oh wait, no, they are not dead. Because what you can do, I say feed them each 5 days. 5, 10, 15. But what some people do is you can also let them starve, to say it like that. Not let them eat and drink till day 10. So after day 40, we still have till day 45 to live. But, you know, this is going to be risky if... Well, he will be back before then. And otherwise he's dead. Shit. Surviving down here is no walk in the park. It won't get easier. We're hopeful this will blow over soon and life will get back to what it used to be. Or else we might face dangers we've never dreamt of. Day 38. Oh god. We're trying our best to remain calm. The situation we're in is far from normal and we might never get used to it. We hope the help comes soon. What in the hell are those sounds? Are they coming from the goddamn walls? They are driving us crazy. Is something crawling in the air vents? Relax, take a deep breath. We should probably calm down before we start tearing them down. Maybe try something relaxing for a bit. Cards. We have enough of leisure down here. That's a good thing, I guess. Brother had another thing. Welcome to the stream. I see we have another viewer. But rather had a thing like a suitcase or a flashlight or one more soup can instead of a fucking cards or something, you know. I played the game once where I had the game planned to feed everyone can of soup each 3 days. After 3 days, so on. Day 6, yeah. I feed everyone water. Wait. Oh, soup eat. Oh, so first on day 3 you would do soup. On day 6 you would do water. On day 9 you would do soup. And then on day 12 you would do water. Day 15 soup. Day 18 water. Something like that. Having some fun made us forget about... What was it again? That's good. Oh god. The armory is on the radio again. Exactly. Yeah, yeah, that occasionally means there's 6 days between everything. I don't know how long they will survive with that tactic. I mean, I thought it was like 10 days they could survive without it. And then, like, I think yours were always hungry and etc., right? Because with 5 days, I think they will go to a neutral state. Like, I'm not hungry, I'm not thirsty anymore. The army is on the radio again. They said they'll be scouting the neighborhood and need to find clear signs of survivors. They are still alive. We are asked to leave a few cards at the nearest bus stop to mark how many people occupied our shelter. We should get going if we want to make it before nightfall. Good that we still have the cards. Day 40, we now have to feed them. Hey, Timmy is turned back! And he is soap! Perfect! Yes! Thank you, Timmy, you're amazing! The cards are in place. All we need to do is wait for the army to pinpoint our location. That shouldn't take too long, we hope. We were so afraid for Timmy, but he came back from the wasteland and is safe with us now. We decided to finally check what we can find between the rubble in our own backyard. Our poor lawns and flowers, once the object of desire of the whole neighborhood, now reduced to nothing more than radioactive ashes covered by debris. There isn't really much left here. The only tree that's left is completely burnt out. A hollow area inside the dead husk. Some mutated three-tailed squirrels made their home. They're pretty good at collecting stuff. Hope they don't mind us borrowing a few things. 2 soup cans. We used to barbecue here almost every weekend. The barbecue itself somehow found its way onto a power line in front of our house and it's unreachable. Our garden table is mostly destroyed. Under bits and pieces of our charred wood, we found a few things that could prove useful. Hey, a Boy Scout book, very good. So much for our rifle, it got damaged during our expedition. I'd rather have a Boy Scout book than a rifle. Timmy has the Tangerine Arcus. Literally. We believe that our expedition to the wasteland must have been followed by strangers. Again? We should be more cautious next time. We have food and water! Yes! We've heard some commotion above, and we're pretty sure it's a band of raiders. Venturing outside might be quite dangerous right now. Then we won't do it. Something's missing. Let's see. Fan hum. Check. Strange noises in our pipes. Check. Hellish yells outside. Check. Oh, Dolores hasn't spoken for a while now. That's it. And it's really strange. Talking to her would be a good idea. Yeah. Dolores dying is bad luck for literally no reason. Yeah. It's you need it for the cat lady, but more for than that you don't really need it for. Talking to Dolores helps resolve some of her issues and doubts. She feels better now. That's good to hear. We've heard some commotion above, and we're pretty sure it's a band of raiders. Nope, not going. These are dire circumstances. We found ourselves in supplies are running low, and if we don't take care of ourselves, nobody else will. We know for a fact that one of our neighbors had a shelter with a broken trapdoor, and there might be some supplies inside. Of course, there's a chance the neighbor and her kids managed to get there in time, but we could really use whatever they have, and we're stronger. Should we pay them a visit? Ooh. Shall we go on this route? Survival of the fittest. They were stronger, I think. They were stronger. Oh! 5 fucking soup cans! Okay, we got 4, right? Yep. We are now restoring some supplies, but for some reason we don't feel very good about it. Let's just never mention this whole thing again. Oh god. Can we make it straight? We give them that and they give us their kit. Oh, for real. Judging by the sound of gunfire and screams, it seems like a band of foxes taking control of the area. Going outside could be very risky. Oh, you would think so? If it goes, he might die. We didn't think we would get the chance to increase our food supply by simply playing a card game. But that's what we were offered by a man who knocked on our door today. 2 cans of food, we win, we get his 2 cans. We lose, we give him our 2 cans. We played this game before, so we'll win, right? I hope we won. Like, nah, we lost. Shit. Damn it. That man must have cheated. We lost, and before we could argue about it, the man left with our supplies. You know, sometimes you win some and you lose some. We've heard some commotion, quite dangerous. Knock knock. This sound always surprises and confuses us. It could mean anything, good or bad. We were always curious. Should we open the door? No, actually, let's not, because, is now in our town. How do you cheat in card game? Probably have other cards up your sleeve. Literally. I don't open, because this is very dangerous right now. No, but seriously, like, you heard all those gunshots 2 days ago. The banging stopped after a while, and whoever behind the door left. We have no idea who it was. Will we ever find out? No. Probably not. 44. We're almost certain there are bandits out. Could be a big mistake. We just when we thought we might have a quiet day, we got invaded. A group of bandits is on the other side of that door. Demanding we walk out hands in the air, or they will get in the hard way. That doesn't sound too good. What do? We do have backup people. We do have people that will back us up right now. But I will still use the padlock. I like how the Boy Scouts book appears when Timmy appears. When Timmy's gone, so is the book. I mean, yeah, because I always send him out with the book. Because I think the book is the best thing that you could give to them on an expedition. In the beginning, it's obviously a gas mask. But if in doubt, don't take risks. That's actually good advice. I don't know where we are. We could be over here. I don't know. Damaged rival, food supply, water supply, bug spray, dead, Timmy, Dolores, lights, empty first aid kit, cards, checkers, soup, radio, all those sounds. Timmy is pissed, that's why the sound played. We didn't think that a small padlock would stop them, but it turned out to be enough to discourage the unknown attackers. It seemed that they gave this whole break-in a fair shot, but ultimately gave up and left. Too bad that padlock is in no shape to be used again. We need to think of other ways to fight off the bandits and other super hungry barbarians. We've taken a stand and shown these bandits who's in charge here. We're hoping they won't come back with more friends some other time. We've heard some commotion above and we're pretty sure it's a bandit of raiders. Quite dangerous. What was that? Did the radio static just stop for a moment? Let's try tuning into the signal. And the radio broke again. Oh damn it, something blew up inside the radio. Last time that also happened, maybe we should not do that. Or there is a chance you get something good, I don't know. We're almost certain there are bandits around. Dolores and Timmy both love to read. They are also both craving some fun and challenge. That doesn't include radioactive agony or being eaten by a mutant raccoon. They decided to hold a competition on who can read the scout book fastest. Insane. Should we let them? X marks the spots. Just kidding. The X got burned up when the nuke hit. Right here. Oh dear. They basically tore the book apart, and it's impossible to say who won. Both Dolores and Timmy seem really content though. Maybe one book is a small price to pay for their temporary happiness. I can only say I'm disappointed. Bandits. There are only so many things we can do in a tiny bunker, so we thought, hey, why not play some games? They're not just for the kids, you know. Hey, why did they fucking that fat ass with a tuba? Fuck off. Nearly day 50, Jesus Christ. We played through for there. When it turned out we only kept asking questions, and the most common was, are we going to eat anything besides tomato soup? We decided that's enough games for now. Yeah. Quite dangerous. Hopefully that gang still has our back and will back us up for now. Oh god. We're nearly live 2 hours. That's insane. Thank you so much for watching. Yep. We got backed up. When we opened the door and saw a group of heavily armed raiders, we thought we were as good as that. Thankfully, our mutated friends kept their word. All of their extra arms proved very useful in scaring the bandits away. We thanked them for their help and waved them goodbye. They waved back with all of their limbs. That was plenty of waving. We hope everything works out for them. We were able to defend our home this time. What if they come back? Yeah, then we're dead. Top 10 reasons why Timmy should get the new Xbox Series X1. I will bless you all with food cans too. I will the first reason is already good enough. Water bottles, maybe. 49. We're almost certain there are bandits around. Running into them would be a big mistake. But Timmy is not in the best confident that she will survive. Timmy noticed his old telescope in a pile of rubble on the other side of the street. He got really excited about stargazing again. After all, the night sky is one of the very few things that still look about the same after the blast. Should we let Timmy go outside? Yeah, sure. We'll send Dolores this time because, yeah. Shit. Timmy came back claiming he saw a mustached man on the moon. What nonsense is this? It was probably just a smudge on the lens. That looks like he got one foot in the grave, yeah. You should go, Dolores. You have a higher probability of surviving, and I will give you the map. I know we need it, but I mean, do I have another choice? Not really. Oh god, here we go. Dolores is on her way. Some door-to-door salesman, nope. We remember from before the apocalypse. Astro citizen. Wait, some door-to-door salesman found his way to our shelter. We remember him from before the apocalypse. He came over with a bunch of leaflets and tried to convince us to join something called Astro Citizen, but we refused. Now he just wants supplies, and he says he will reveal some state secrets to us in return. We have more cans. I think Astro Citizens is part of... Yeah, true. Astro Citizens is indeed a reference to 60 parsecs. I think it's in the... Now I'm curious, wait. No. I think it's even in the... Yeah, look. If you see this, Astro Citizen. It literally says it right here too. Last played 14 September 2023. Oh no, then I just started up all my games. Yep. Whoops. Anyways, we are generous. So we shared our supply with him. He tried to make us believe that America has a working space station in orbit. Or rather, since according to that guy, it exploded when the bombs dropped. How convenient. A working space station, what a joker. He was probably so hungry and dehydrated, his brain started playing tricks on him. Fuck. I mean, we still helped him. We never thought we'd live to see a dancing cockroach. We still haven't. But we saw one that was nearly as big as a cat. The good news is they've probably scared off many rats in the area. The bad news is they are huge and will probably attack us when they get the chance to. We have not much food, so we need to use it, you know. That was close. A nest of those glowing bugs might have been more than enough to drive us out of the wastelands. Roaches are the worst, but radioactive roaches, yikes. Ladies and gentlemen, it was very fun, but we're dead now. No! We're not dead, but Timmy is. We watched helplessly as those crew... We are so fricked, yep. Timmy might die, yep. Those crew fucks took Timmy out of the shelter. We hope we'll see him again someday. No! No! Why unsubscribe? This is gonna put me back in the YouTube stats. 54. They offer... Yeah, we don't have any. That sucks. I did it. Shit. When we heard a knock on the door this morning, we... good trades, but we don't have anything. Day 55. He has to eat again. Anyways, now Timmy doesn't have to eat. That's the positive part about it. Although the girls are very brave to walk around a wasteland like that, sadly they didn't have anything of interest to us. We decided to decline their offer. They wished us a nice day and left. Okay, yeah. Here you go, Ted. I think, yeah, I was about to say Dolores is, maybe. If she doesn't return tomorrow, I think we can say she's gone. We sent her out by day 47. Or was it 43? A water potato chip. You would expect a post-apocalypse to be a time of peace and quiet, since, you know, most of the people aren't around anymore. Yet, here we have someone at the door. We open up and we encounter a strange-looking man in a blue jumpsuit who asks us to trade him a water chip. A water chip? What the hell was that? A water potato chip. Hey, if it gives us food, sure. I mean, yeah. And we just, The visitor wasn't very happy that we didn't have a water chip, or that we didn't know what that one was. He did help himself to the water we offered him and explained the chip is of utmost importance. Before we learned anything more, he left for the wastelands. Oh. I thought we had two. Shit. A galloping horse. We don't have the map. Shit, and that's why I said we need the map. Our pets shall grow hungry. Yep. Probably. We couldn't contain our laughter and our guests took offense. Yeah. Goodbye, my lovers. Goodbye, my friends. It is the end. Motherfuckers. There's still no telling what happens to us next. We're at the mercy of the thugs, and it's unlikely we have a happy ending. It's the end of the line for us. A pair of strangers, probably bandits, searched the remains of our house above. We overheard them talking. One of them mentioned they'd captured a woman whose description matched Dolores. We don't think they will let her go. We survived for 58 days. For the people that want to read, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. After I said that, it said that was hungry. Oh, whoops. You perished. Shit. Yep, that sucked. Oof. $737 years. What is memories? Oh, these are just my stats. Apocalypse survived, 2. Nukes dropped, survived, 11. Perished in atomic explosion, 7. Total items collected, 222. Most supplies collected, 53. Most supplies collected, Jesus. Total surviving days, 282 days. Oh, total. Longest survival, 66. Apocalypse survived 2. Perished post-apocalypse 3. Win ratio 40%. Undertaken 40 successful expeditions out of 49. People perished on expeditions 9. People perished from hunger 1. People perished from thirst 3. People perished from sickness 0. People perished from injuries 2. People perished from during the nuke drop 1. Water consumed 80. Soup consumed 80. An average survival time 62 days. Pretty okay, right? But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I do want to thank you very, very much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. We might go live again somewhat later on the day. Yeah, we are trying, or we are maybe doing 3 streams today, since we already gone live today once. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I do want to thank you so very much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. I already see we have 2 likes. Thank you so much for the support. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you in the next stream around, yeah, I don't know. Whatever. Okay, I'm subscribing. The Charisma Sensei. Thank you. French Joshi, thank you so much for being here again. You clearly made the stream a bit more fun. For me also to stream it, obviously. So thank you for being here. So a special shout out to you, French Yoshi 98. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. Until next time. Goodbye.